My stepdad isolated me from my mom for years and told me she didn't need me anymore. Now he's the one getting kicked out. My mom married Larry when I was 15. He seemed decent at first, bought me video games, took us out to dinner, acted like he wanted to be a family. That lasted about 6 months. Once the wedding was over, he started making rules about when I could talk to my mom, said she was tired from work and didn't need me bothering her with teenage problems. If I tried to tell her about school, he'd interrupt saying we were being too loud. If she tried to help me with homework, he'd suddenly need her for something urgent. By the time I left for college, I barely had a relationship with her. Larry always answered her phone, always had excuses why she couldn't talk. She's sleeping, she's busy, she's not feeling well. When I'd come home for breaks, he'd plan trips for just the two of them that happened to overlap with my visits. Mom would apologize but say Larry had already paid for everything. I'd spend holidays alone in my childhood home while they went to resorts. After graduation, I got a job 3 hours away. Tried to visit mom once a month, but Larry made it impossible. He'd say they had plans, the house was being fumigated, mom had a headache. When I'd call, he'd put me on speaker and hover over the conversation. If mom mentioned missing me, he'd change the subject, tell her about some cruise he wanted to book or restaurant he wanted to try. One Sunday, I drove down without warning. Mom answered the door and burst into tears when she saw me. We hadn't been alone in 2 years. She started telling me how much she missed me, how Larry wouldn't let her call, how he'd hidden her phone. Then Larry came home. He pulled me outside and said mom didn't need me anymore. Said she had him now and I was just making her feel guilty about living her life. Said grown kids shouldn't be hanging around their parents like parasites. Told me to stop coming by unless invited. I asked mom about it later and she said Larry was just protective, that he loved her so much he wanted all her attention. She asked me to give him space and maybe visit less. I could see she was choosing him, so I stopped trying. Didn't call for 3 months. Then mom's sister Rita called me. Said mom was in the hospital with pneumonia and had been asking for me. Larry hadn't told anyone. I drove straight there and found mom alone in a room, looking 20 pounds lighter. Larry hadn't visited once in 4 days. The nurses said no one had come to see her. When I asked mom why Larry wasn't there, she said he was busy with work. But Rita did some digging and found out Larry had been laid off 6 months ago. He'd been lying to mom, spending her money while pretending to work. That's why he didn't want me around. I might notice things. I stayed with mom for a week. During that time, I found out Larry had taken out credit cards in her name, maxed them out, and was hiding the bills. He'd convinced her to add him to her retirement account and had withdrawn $30,000. He'd sold her jewelry and told her she must have misplaced it. He'd been isolating her so she wouldn't have anyone to talk to about the missing money. When mom got home, I confronted Larry with bank statements. He said it was none of my business what happened between husband and wife. Said I was jealous of their relationship. Said mom wanted him to manage the finances. Mom was sitting right there and said she never agreed to any of it. Larry got nasty then. Said mom was confused from the medication. Said she'd been forgetting things lately. Started suggesting she might need professional help for memory issues. That's when mom snapped. Told him to get out. He laughed and said the house was half his now. She said she'd changed her will while in the hospital and he wasn't getting anything. He could stay until the divorce was final, but that was it. Larry's jaw dropped. Full story on channel, link below.